Good morning. Today we're going to change out the fuel filters on a 2018 Ram 2500. You've got a front filter that's in your engine, and you've got a rear filter on your rear end. Some of the tools you're going to need is a small pair of channel locks, a bigger pair of channel locks, flathead screwdriver, and a ratchet 1 1/8 to get the cap off. It's really simple, guys. Let me show you how it's done. Once you got your drain pan in place, your fuel filter is going to be right here on the right hand side, and this yellow deal here is your valve. So you just take your screwdriver, open it up counterclockwise, and your diesel will begin to drain out. Once your diesel's drained out, I'm going to take your ratchet, get up in here, and start to loosen your cap. As this cap gets looser, you'll start to hear more diesel leaking out down the bottom. Pull your cap out. It just pulls right on out. Try not to get diesel everywhere. Bring it out. You got this little rubber seal. I always want to replace it. It comes with the new filter. Make sure it seats down all the way at the bottom. You take the new filter and just pop it right in. Once you hear that click, you know it's seated in there really good. And then screw your cap back on and tight. And then snug up with your ratchet. Now that you got it tight, let's take a paper towel, clean up anything that may have dripped around. All dry. And guys, immediately close this valve so you don't forget when you crank your truck up, you'll have diesel going everywhere. And that's how the front's done. Now let's do the rear. Now your rear fuel filter is right on the left side, rear end, right next to your gas tank. Right here on the bottom is your valve. So you can just open up that valve and drain out the diesel right into your drip pan. So you don't get diesel everywhere. While that's doing that, there's a sensor that comes from the wire right here, and it just snaps in. So you want to press this down and unplug it. Once your diesel's all drained out, you'll take this big channel locks and just start to loosen. Have a little more diesel coming out. Just let it drip down into your pan. Try not to get diesel everywhere. Once you got that out, take your big channel locks, grab a hold to it, take your smaller channel locks, and you're just gonna unthread that sensor that goes into the bottom of your fuel filter. Comes out pretty easy. And once again, first thing you're gonna wanna do is take this gasket out. New filter comes with a new one. You always want to replace that. Put that new gasket on and just thread your sensor into the new fuel filter. And this is plastic, so when you're tightening it up, you don't want to go too much to break it, but you do want to get it snug, get a good seal. Then I recommend your top seal to just put a little lubricant to grease it up a little bit. Makes it easier next time you got to take it off. Take your filter, thread it on. Same thing, get it hand tight. Take your channel locks and snug it up. Now we're going to take our sensor and plug it right back in. It just snaps right in. Make sure your valve is closed all the way clockwise. And now I'm going to show you how to prime your truck. Okay, now that both filters are installed, you want to jump in your cab and prime your truck. This is a push button 2018 Ram 2500. To prime it, you're basically just going to cut it on acceleration and then on run with your foot off of the brake so the truck doesn't actually start. Let it set for a couple seconds and then just repeat the process about 10 times. Now that you primed it, go ahead and foot on the brake, crank your truck up. And that's how you do it, my friend. Now you want to just go into your settings and reset your dashboard. Scroll down and over to fuel filter life. You're going to want to hold this right button down. Scroll down to confirm, reset, and that's how you change your fuel filters out.